This is Botcast, the Botheads Fantasy Football Podcast, and it is Sunday at 8:30. So we have no idea about the primetime games, but we're going to record a little early for Christmas. We have a couple clips from the games today. We have a plethora of players to talk about, and a lot of games, a lot of fantasy playoff matchups. But how you guys doing today?
Doing pretty good, man.
Good.
Chilling, dude. Fantasy football's a cruel mistress.
Yes, it is, dude. I agree with that 100%. But before we get started, it would really help us out if you guys would subscribe to our channel so we can eventually make this a live show, hopefully. And leave a like on the video if you enjoy it, and follow us on Twitter at Botheads Fantasy Football. Well, Botheads FF is our tag. So, without further ado, let's get into this shit. We're gonna watch some clips. First clip we have here is Justin Fields being a beast, like he always is. But this play is actually, I thought he scored when I first seen him. It was ridiculous.
Get a double-digit sack season. Fields.
His vision is so.
And gets away.
He's so fast.
Takes off. Turns a sack into a big gain and a first down. Justin Fields, otherworldly.
Oh, he stepped out of bounds.
At the 9.
Oh, man.
In real time, though, like, man.
That's crazy. Let's watch it one more time, dude.
Fields moves in the pocket and gets away. Justin Fields takes off, turns a sack into a big gain and a first down. Justin Fields, otherworldly, stays in, steps out.
That dude is insane.
So glad I traded Russ for him before the season.
That man might help me win a best ball this year.
Yeah, don't give up on your young quarterback, especially the ones with rushing upside, because we've seen Jalen Hurts was hated.
Trey Lance.
First year. Yeah.
Sorry.
Now look at Jalen Hurts, and people were low on Justin Fields. Now look at Justin Fields.
Everybody
Lamar
was hating
Jackson.
on Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson. Remember, we
Yeah.
were even making fun of Lamar Jackson back in the day.
I made fun of him after
Come
his
on,
rookie year. I
Mike.
said that
Why aren't
fucker
you
can't throw a
drafting
ball,
Lamar
bro.
Jackson? Remember that? And then I traded for him and won me a Super Bowl. That was
And I
just
said because he
crazy.
can't throw a fucking football, and look what he did. God damn. I've never been more happy to be wrong.
You
in
can
my
learn how
entire
to throw a
life.
football, but you can't learn how to run faster.
Yeah, and I think Fields is getting better throwing the ball. They need to get him like a legit number one receiver, I feel like.
And an offensive line.
Do you guys know who any free agents this year?
I don't know, but
I'm
I've
not sure.
seen some articles we can go through in the offseason during our Dynasty podcast talking about free agents and hopeful landing spots, I thought, too. So that'll be fun. I think we're going to have a lot of content for the offseason, legit.
I'm excited.
All right, so this is the next clip I got. This is pretty cool. I don't know how much fantasy relevance it has, but I thought it was funny. What the fuck is that, dude? Do you think they practice that shit for real? They have
Oh,
to,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Just watch it one more time.
Crazy athletes, you know? Remember a couple years ago when the Chiefs, Travis Kelce caught a jump ball like that and just tossed it off to Shady as he's running by? That was sweet.
That's just crazy to me.
Who's the guy that front flipped on the Bengals? Was that Simpson? Samson?
Oh, dude, I'll never remember that guy's name. Look at the man himself, dude.
And then our last clip is just kind of funny, but this is Chris Jones apparently drinking beer on the sideline. Pretty interesting. What's going on with your boy, Josh?
Dude, when you're that good, you do what you want to do, you know?
Just drinking a Rolling Rock or a Heineken or something on the sidelines.
Champ does what the fuck he wants.
Man,
I
that
wish
was-
that that's what it was, but apparently it was
too.
this. I've never seen water in a glass bottle like that, though. It's so weird.
Oh, really? I've seen it. Yeah.
I also have not.
You have never drank no water from a glass bottle.
It's Josh's
I think
favorite
that-
picture of him. Is that a
Oh,
beer,
yeah.
too? This
Actually,
might
it
be
is.
the greatest picture of all time, honestly. Just
Well,
smoking a
awesome.
cigarette and drinking a beer, dude. If it was a joint, it would be the greatest picture of all time,
Oh,
honestly.
yeah.
He's
He's
got to
in it
take a
like a
ding
joint.
for the cigarette, though. Yeah, I know. That's why it looks like a joint from far away.
If you go back in time, you can find
He's
pictures
smoking
of
it like it's a
pitchers
joint.
literally smoking a cigarette while they're pitching the ball.
I could be wrong, but I think that was at the Super Bowl.
After they won or lost.
No, when they won.
While they're playing.
That's Garrett Wilson trending. Wow.
I mean, he still
know.
got good points today, though.
Yeah, he did okay. He got lucky getting those 2 catches like late in the game, but Zach Wilson is just not it, man.
No.
Just not it at all. Like
You
when I
said-
wish Mike White was in there or Joe Flacco, that's how you know it's bad.
Oh,
guys
dude,
are-
it was when they lost to the Packers. It was at halftime. They were losing 14-10.
He's drinking a beer at halftime. Oh my god.
I gotta think things over, boys. Hold on a second.
Imagine being a
Fine.
locker room, you look over and your fucking starting quarterback's drinking a beer and smoking a cigarette. It's like fucking Jay Cutler, pretty much. Dude.
Deshaun, what are you doing?
Get him loose, boys.
He's just on a fucking massage table.
Some really, never mind. So we're gonna talk about receivers first today. We're gonna talk about Zay Jones first today because Josh and Mike honestly have been harping up the Zay Jones talk lately. And today he really freaking came through with 3 touchdowns, dude. 8 targets, 6 catches, 109 yards, and 35 fantasy points, dude. I mean, at this point, if you made it through and you have Zay Jones on your roster, it's hard to put him on your bench, I think.
Which
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
did.
shit,
He's
yeah.
clear cut the best receiver in Jacksonville. Not even close.
Oh man, those are fighting words to another guy in this chat. Holy shit.
What?
Well,
Zay Jones is okay.
it's better than Christian.
Everyone
Kirk.
can have their opinions. I mean,
I
if
don't really know if I
29's
believe that. I just want to talk
if
shit.
29's better than 10,
He had a
I'll
slow
take
start.
my number.
Christian Kirk's
Yeah, Randy,
13
he
now,
had a slow
boy.
start. Wait, is he?
PPR. Just chucks.
That's
recently.
because the
That's all we
games
care
went
about.
through yesterday. He's not 13. He's 10.
Oh shit, he's 13, Randy, and more people have to play tonight and tomorrow.
He's legitimately 10 though. They don't put
Oh.
the number. They didn't count his game yet.
Oh, okay.
They put like all the Saturday games through and it knocked them down a little bit. But it is a close call. It's real close. Within like 10 points of being knocked out of the top
Oh,
12.
shit.
Zay Jones, man. I made fun of his mustache. I said his eyes were too far apart, and he's just like stunting on me. He's like taunting me with that.
His
Pissed.
stash does kind of make him look like a pedophile.
A little
admittedly.
bit. Or French, which might be worse.
No, that's not Chris,
Ah,
dude.
really be French on a
Nice.
pedophile, Jesus.
What if you're both, dude?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nothing.
well, if
Yeah,
I was a French pedophile, I would never mind what I would
I'd
do.
be fucking
It's just me.
baguettes is what I'd be doing.
All right, so Zay Jones got 3 touchdowns.
Zay Jones looked terrific today, gentlemen. I can't talk enough about Zay Jones.
All right, let's move on from Zay Jones. AJ Brown though. AJ Brown doing 16 targets. That's honestly what the biggest surprise was. 181 yards. He didn't catch a touchdown, but man, 16 targets, 9 catches, and 27 fantasy points. He's doing it
He's
big
the
in the
truth,
playoffs,
man.
bro.
Man,
He
he's
is
scoring
the truth.
27 points without a touchdown.
I mean, he made him 16 targets. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
I love that, man.
He's dynasty wide receiver too, for sure. Wish I
He's
could get
nice.
Jamar Chase for him straight up. Somebody likes Jamar Chase more.
Who is AJ? Oh, Mike. Probably not gonna happen.
And what, Andy's?
Andy's.
Yeah.
Oh man, no. I'm keeping him for because I got
Oh,
Jalen Hurts.
dude,
I got the
I'll
combo.
never try and trade with Mike, dude, with anything. It's like trying to trade with Cole. Irrational.
Not that
Sometimes
bad.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Don't worry, I'll
I
be
love
here
you
to
to
pick
death,
up
it's
all
pretty
the
bad.
scraps.
Oh,
dude, if
man.
you guys get bored of
Cole.
trading
How
with each
many
other.
times have you told me that you're like, sorry man, gotta hold on to that player, and I go to bed, I wake up and you traded that fucking player to Randy. Like 3 separate times.
I feel like Randy
you
gets
can't
off
even
on that.
deny it at this point, Mike. You can't even deny it. I think it has been 3 times in the past year that
You're
that's
trading
happened
on
At
too.
me.
least twice. I can
It's
He's
tell
like,
you.
always
I'm
the
building my
Randy.
twice
team
to me,
around this
yeah.
person.
Randy
TJ
just sweet
Hawkinson
talks
is
you into
one of
fucking
them.
doing it.
And
Mark
who was?
Andrews, and who's the third one?
Oh,
Kyle
there.
Pitts too.
He
Kyle
did
Pitts,
it
yep.
with me to Cole too. He wouldn't trade a player to Cole, and then he traded him to me.
Yeah, I was happy to finally give it to that one, dude, because Cole was literally hitting me up that day, and I was like, I can't do it. And then Josh sent me a tantalizing offer, and I was happy to accept
He'll
it.
be like, man, I don't know if I can do it. Josh is gonna be so mad. And I'm like, is it Josh's team or is it your team, Mike? Are you a real man? It's like
You
trade
just
was
trick him.
accepted. I was like,
You-
oh, weird.
You just make him feel like it's what he wants, and then he does it, and you're like, you're
He,
fucking
he
giant
definitely
head.
comes over and makes me feel.
So Chris Godwin ended up with 8 targets. That's crazy. He had 8
Yeah,
targets
8
and 8 catches
catches.
for so long. It's like they have 2 drives where their plans to throw Chris Godwin the ball every single play, and then they don't use him the rest of the game. It's crazy.
That's wild.
I'll take
Got
it though.
touchdown. Hell
Look
yeah,
really
dude.
good.
This
He's
man could be a
looking-
top
He's coming into
15.
form, dude. He's coming into form.
Hopefully he gets a quarterback next year. Because I don't think Tom Brady's gonna go back with the Bucks, right? Isn't that what I've been hearing?
I heard Raiders.
I heard Niners.
Wait, Tom Brady's gonna go play on another team.
That's what I've
Probably,
been
dude. His
hearing.
wife left.
Yeah,
and he's got
there's
nothing
been
else to do.
a lot of rumors about the teams he wants to play for, and none of it's the Bucks.
He's dating a 26-year-old now. He's got somebody to do.
He can come back up to Sean Watson and mentor him.
Okay. dude.
There's 0% chance Tom Brady's gonna go try and be a backup quarterback.
So who will be the Bucks quarterback next year? That worries me.
Kyle Trask.
Oh no.
Okay, dude.
Come on.
Speaking
Uh,
of shitty quarterbacks, Zach Wilson, dude.
Probably gonna be Carson Wentz.
Oh, that would be gross.
And
Mike,
9 targets.
stop it. Yeah, 9 targets, but they were Zach Wilson targets, so they were rough.
So he
dude.
only caught 4 of them.
Zach Wilson's bad, dude.
Horrific.
He had a chance to make a name for himself today, and he looked bad against
Did you
the
see the
worst defense in
interception?
the NFL, dude. He's done, dude.
Yeah, I
Nothing's
saw
gonna
the
point him.
interception.
That was circus ugly. I can't believe he
He
didn't
just
see that guy.
floated it right. Yeah, it was crazy.
I can't even.
Elijah
believe
Moore was like
Sarge
wide
Shea-
open down
Joe
the
Flacco.
sidelines too. I was like, oh.
That's when I put it in the group chat that Zach Wilson is really bad.
And like with other quarterbacks, you're like, well, at least they have rushing upside, at least this, at least that. Like with Zach Wilson, it's like there's no at least anything. He just sucks dick.
He's like a worse Baker Mayfield, and I don't say that lightly, because I know how bad Baker is.
I'll take Baker over him all day.
Me too, 100%. And
Like-
there's not many quarterbacks in the NFL. I'd say that about. Dude.
I'm biased, so it's probably the same thing. I'll just take what I'm familiar with. Just give me Baker, you know.
How
Oh,
did
no.
Desmond
I
Ritter
think
do
they're
today?
both-
It was
doggy.
not fun to watch.
97 yards, yiker.
Dude, you know who I'm gonna have on a lot of my teams next year?
Who?
Tyler Algier, dude. I'm
Yeah, he looked nice. We're gonna talk about him in a little bit though.
gonna have a lot of Tyler Algier, dude. Next
We
year.
got him coming up in a little bit here. And Garrett Wilson, I think I'm pretty happy starting him the rest of the way the next 2 weeks if he make it
Smash
through. So
matchups.
Oh yeah, he's
hopefully
definitely a
Mike
good
White
player.
comes back. That'd be
He's got a
nice.
really high ceiling and a guaranteed floor, I think, with all those targets.
What's going on with Chris Olave? He's not been as explosive lately. He's still getting about 10 points a game, a decent floor, but the ceiling just hasn't been there lately for him, man.
You
Only
wanna
4
hop on the
targets
Garrett
this
Wilson
week.
train, Randy?
You gonna
Last
come over here
chance?
with us?
Last chance, dude.
Me and Josh are riding on the wagon.
No, I
Come
think
on,
they're super
Randy, get
similar.
on.
But
I think
If
I was
I-
on the
I'm
Olave
still on
one.
Olave.
If I win in Jersey League, I'm benching Chris Olave for DPJ. Don't fucking at me, dude. Don't
Bro,
fucking at
I
me.
don't blame you.
DPJ
if
is
I
a
had-
stud,
DPJ is really
dude.
good.
He's coming into his own, dude.
But he's
I
got
own
Cleveland.
you.
How you not gonna start Olave against Cleveland?
Because he's a bum. He's gonna be out of the NFL in 3
Ouch.
years.
Josh is just
Oh my
trying to hurt.
god.
Jesus
Josh is trying to hurt
Christ.
Alright,
feelings
alright.
today.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking about that one.
Get that man a joint.
Well, he's serious about Dak, dude.
Oh yeah, Dak's a bum, for real.
Oh my god. What'd you say?
He
2
didn't-
years he's out, right?
Dude, if he didn't have a top 3 or 5 defense and 2 top 12 running backs, dude, like what is he gonna be? He can't throw the football very well. He has one of the best receivers in the NFL. Bum, dude. Those picks were
I
bad.
love Olave. I hope they get a quarterback.
Yeah,
throw
if
the
they
ball
get a
to.
quarterback, that would be really good for him.
I agree.
As a
I
rookie
mean,
being
they
a
got some wins though, don't they?
wide receiver too, you love to see it.
Like
All these
5.
guys.
That division's still wide open, isn't it?
Carolina, if they would have beat fucking Pittsburgh, they'd have been in first.
There are a
place,
few
dude.
decent quarterbacks coming out though, and a lot of times the NFL seems like they're not really going quarterback super early. Especially last
Yeah.
year, it was kind of weird.
Feels like there's less teams this year that actually need a quarterback than previous years.
Oh, this
True.
one hurts, boys.
Yeah,
Jeez.
we've been talking so much shit about Deontay Johnson on this fucking show lately. And he comes out and has like his best game of the season. 20 fantasy points.
He's a
man.
Trubisky guy, dude. He plays better with Trubisky.
He's got Las Vegas next week. That's a smasher. So I don't know. You might have to consider starting him, I think, next week, right?
I have to
dude.
hope I make it this week.
He can score me 20 points on my bench again. I don't care. I'm never starting that
Yeah,
fucking
that's
ball.
where I would have him too, unless I like it's an obvious like down.
What if
One
Mitch
for not
Trubisky
starting him.
starts again?
I mean,
No,
what are my
doesn't matter.
options, you know? I would start Isaiah Pacheco over him still
Damn.
in my flex spot. That's why I
'Cause
did.
it's like
He
the
just gets so much
consensus.
volume, though.
Nobody was saying to start him when we were going over my Dingleberry lineup.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't have started him this week.
And
still
I
maybe wouldn't. I
myself
don't
already
know.
had him on the bench.
His
'cause
best
I didn't
game of
think
the
I was going to
season.
start him either.
And he's got Las Vegas, Baltimore, Cleveland. Really good matchups going forward. So DJ Moore, I benched him for freaking Donovan Knight.
Sorry, dude.
Sag. It's fine. I didn't
I
have to.
thought
It was my
Donovan
call.
Knight was gonna have a good game. You see the
Man.
6-5, and then he has a 20, and then a .6. It makes you nervous to put him in your lineup first game of the playoffs, man.
I
He wasn't
know,
on
he's
mine
just so
either.
boomer bust.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
He's got
sitting on the
Detroit
bench
next
in a
week
couple
though. I
leagues.
think he's startable against Detroit.
That's where he
Probably.
gets you though, dude. He's got me all season like that. It's like, okay, well, he finally had a better game. You know, he's got a good matchup. And then you play him and he scores like fucking 5. And then you bench him and he
0.6.
scores like 20. It's like,
I
dude,
started him this week and benched him this week. So, and I
That's-
won this week and I lost this week. I mean,
He shouldn't have done that well against Denver. Honestly,
It's crazy that I love DJ Moore and I don't have a single share of him. Not
I only
one.
do in that B Town IDP league.
I have him in LLC.
I
I
think I
think he
traded
could
him
be a
to
decent
you and
quarterback too.
LZ.
It's gonna be exciting to see what teams improve on quarterback.
The
leagues this year.
Panthers' record's bad, right? No, it's not that bad either.
They have
Shit.
5 wins or something like that. 4 or 5 wins. Their
Who's
whole division sucks.
oh, the Texans are getting a quarterback for sure.
They have
Yeah.
to.
They're
They have
1-11 and
rotating
1.
quarterbacks. 1-12 and 1.
Are they gonna
Yeah,
take
but
him
yeah,
with their
yeah.
first pick?
Oh, 100%.
If they don't get one in the offseason.
They were literally rotating quarterbacks today.
I know, but Driscoll didn't play as much as he did last week, at least.
Do you think the NFL hates Juju, dude?
I was gonna ask you, Josh. I saw those brutal hits on him, man. That shit was
That's
crazy.
wild, dude.
I
The
can't believe you
one
didn't
for
have a
sure.
concussion after that one. Man, it's crazy.
And then when he
dude.
got picked up and he got dropped right on his fucking head too, man.
Yeah, they threw him on his head. Man.
10
I think
targets, 10
I
catches,
think he
bro.
was kind of flopping.
Oh, stop it, dude.
Nah,
Go watch it again.
Man, there's a
I don't
lot of
think he
Gibson
was
going on. in
Josh
flopping.
is
this
like, I
game.
hate Christian Kirk. I hate Chris Olave. I'm like, Juju's a bitch. He was flopping. I can't, dude. No, I don't know.
I started
mean-
Olave over Juju this week and I won't have
Caught all
him.
10 passes. He had a really Deontay-like game.
Except like he's consistent, dude. He had a couple of bad games when he was coming off an injury, but other than that, dude, he's scoring you lots of points, dude.
He's just getting beat up. Hopefully, he keeps playing. As
Yeah,
long
it's
as he gets
tough.
the targets he's been getting lately, man,
He's
against
been in the
Seattle,
NFL for 5
especially.
years, dude, and he's only 26. That's wild. Doesn't happen often.
That's pretty wild.
Pretty young.
He came off so strong. When
Talk
he
about
started
another
to.
Chief, dude.
What if Juju
Jarrett
goes to
McKinnon,
Chicago? He only signed a 1-year deal with the Chiefs.
really.
Mhm.
Hopefully, Chicago gets like an alpha, though. You know,
Yeah, take Juju.
Watch
Mm,
Green Bay to
no.
go for him too.
not like an alpha. You know?
Yeah,
Juju's like
Juju.
a good wide receiver too if he's on your team.
Wow.
They already have Darnell Mooney, though.
There you go.
Like Travis Kelsey's the alpha. You know, what
Like
I'm
if
saying?
Juju played alongside Amari Cooper, Juju would be like, okay, you know.
Mark
Oh,
Cooper's an
man.
alpha. But we have DPJ, so fuck it.
Who's better than Juju?
I'm
Jarrett
still on this
McKinnon,
McKinnon
dude.
train, bro. I'm still on the
34
train.
points, dude. Is he a must start now, you guys think? Like, holy shit. Look at
He's
these
the guy,
leagues.
man.
Started him against
He's
Houston.
the guy, 100%.
I started him over Antonio Gibson this week
Crazy.
in B-Town.
8 catches, 8 targets, 8
call.
catches, man. 2 touchdowns. He's just doing it every week, man. I think rest of the next 2 weeks, man, he's the guy. I think that you can make an argument that you can start both of them.
Yeah,
but
Pacheco hasn't
you'd
been
rather
best.
have McKinnon, I think.
That
It's
fumble
crazy.
definitely hurt him.
15 carries still for Pacheco, though. He gets enough volume to start him in your flex, you know?
He's really good in between the 20s, and then once they start getting into the red zone, they just put McKinnon in and throw a touchdown pass to him. Or
Yeah,
he
it
catches a
was,
60-yard one or something
I
crazy
was
like that.
surprised to see him on the waiver wires.
Yeah, he told me about that the one night.
I couldn't tell you who it was because he was a chief. You know, you just
Yeah.
tell me I won't get him. I'm like, I ain't telling you shit.
I wouldn't have got him just because I'm not gonna tell you that I'm not gonna take him.
Yeah.
But I probably would have wanted to. It's so hard to keep up on the waiver wires in so many leagues, man.
It is. I will agree with that.
Especially when I work fucking 70 hours a week, man. I get home and it's like, dude, I'm tired.
Gotta deliver the mail. You got no time to set your or check the waiver wires, dude.
It's the only
Dude,
good thing
mailman
CEH
sucks,
did
dude.
for me.
That and I prioritize certain leagues. So like if I see a huge waiver wire thing, it's like, fuck, man.
Who do you think's
I
got a brighter
agree.
future, dude? Chicago or Detroit?
Both.
Isn't that pretty close though?
For different
mean,
reasons.
Give
Pretty
me
close.
Detroit.
Justin Fields almost wants me to just say Chicago just because of how good I think he is,
I
but I
think
think
Detroit's
Detroit's
defense
all
is
around.
better, and they're gonna,
Exactly. And weapons and everything except for
If they
quarterback.
get
but
a
man,
quarterback like Justin Fields, and they're way ahead of the
Justin
Bears, I
Fields
think.
is so good, though.
They
Their
need to get a
offensive line
corner.
is so good, dude.
They need to get a corner really bad. Detroit.
They
They
got
need
rookie
defense,
one,
like-
who's pretty good.
Defensive backs like crazy. You know?
They need
But
the
man, they
next
can rush the
Jalen
passer
Ramsey.
and they can stop the run, though. You know,
How's
for
the
Aiden
real.
Bears
Hutchinson's
defense? They
a
got rid of
dog, dude.
Roquan and shit.
He is.
Aiden Hutchinson's a young JJ Watt, bro. That like
Demont is looking like a possible league winner again, dude. Look at these last weeks without Herbert. It's pretty
Yeah, we
fucking
just,
crazy, man.
We done been talking about that, dude. He won me a couple chips a few years ago. He's gonna
And,
do it again for someone.
Look at that.
Trey,
That is
Trey
scary
Carvey.
right there, man.
Detroit's
Got
got a pretty
Detroit
good
in the
run
Super
defense.
Bowl. True. So
They've
is
been knocking
Buffalo.
everybody down.
Buffalo's got like a bottom 5 rush defense.
But Philly's got a good defense too.
Yeah,
the
and he
most
got
part.
24 against Philly's defense today.
Philly might have the best roster in the NFL, both sides of the ball, man.
I kind of predicted them earlier this year to be the best team in the NFL.
So you really like Tyler Algier, huh, Josh?
Oh yeah, dude.
He looked good
Like him.
today.
I think I'm gonna have a decent amount of him. He's a rookie, man. He's starting to get the fucking carries away from Cordell Steroid Patterson. So
He's
plus,
not
isn't
getting
he
any
like
younger.
100 years old? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's 100 years old. So
100, dude. Decrepit fucking Cordell Patterson.
he's still found the end zone. If you didn't fall in the end zone, man.
Algier's looking pretty nice. Finishes out this year strong. It'll be really nice going into next year for sure. I think he
That
was a
game against-
decently high draft pick. Wasn't like a 3rd round pick or
Mm-mm.
something. And now was
No,
he a
he's like
late?
he's like a 5th.
That game
Yeah.
against Baltimore is rough for him, though. That's the only thing my team's got is run defense because of Roquan. That's about it.
Was
Sucks.
that
I wish he had
Desmond
more
Ritter's
draft
first
capital.
game?
Yeah, it was bad.
So Zacchaeus had 0 catches on 3 targets. This
rough.
Bird guy had 0 catches on 1 target, and Drake London had 11 targets.
Well, he knows where his money is, dude. Ritter does.
He's the only receiver he been through like the completion to.
So yeah, Algier looking nice. I think you can start him definitely going forward. I don't know how great his matchups are. Arizona is not the greatest, or not the greatest run defense, but he'll get the carries. I like it. And they're looking towards the future, obviously benching Mariota and playing frickin' Ritter, so they'll probably give the rookie some more carries, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I'd imagine.
That division's up for grabs too, dude. I'll take my Allens on him.
I feel like they don't want to win though. Yeah, we both
crazy,
kind of have to.
They need
I
a
don't think
quarterback
they're gonna
real
throw the
bad
ball
if
a
Ritter's
lot
not it.
with Ritter. I think they're gonna give him time and like run the ball a lot and just like do.
Throw the ball to
Like
Drake
simple
London every
offense.
time.
Yeah.
Tampa
Get
Bay
the ball
lost
to
too,
Algier,
right?
throw the
They're
ball to
6 and 8 in first place in the division.
Crazy. Why can't the
Seattle.
Browns be in that division, dude?
Seattle went to the playoffs that once. 6 and 8.
And
I
they won a
think.
playoff
7 and
game.
9.
They got a home
Yeah.
playoff game and won with that
Yeah.
beast mode run, that infamous beast mode run was in that game against the Saints. He literally just ran their whole team over, threw a bunch of people, and ran like 90-yard touchdown. That was crazy.
Man, Skittles was the man.
But anyways, Zonovan Knight, man, I guess Detroit's run defense is for real because he got bottled up, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
He still got 13 carries, even though he was ineffective. I feel like in a better matchup, he could still be
They didn't
flexible.
use
It's just
him
gonna
in
be
the
hard to
passing
trust
game
him.
at all. Not even once, dude.
Zach Wilson, baby.
Yeah. Zach Wilson. It's not even
Wow.
like Michael Carter was doing anything crazy either, you know?
I'd be perfectly fine if Zach Wilson woke up tomorrow and was like, you know what? I'm gonna hang up the cleats, boys. I can't do this.
Oh,
Wow,
Latavius
Latavius
Murray,
Murray.
dude. 32 years old, 24 carries, dude. 21 fantasy points against Arizona.
He just does it everywhere, man. Everywhere. New Orleans, he looks good every time he gets to touch the ball. Oakland, he looks awesome. It's like crazy, dude.
It's weird they never sticks anywhere because
Just
Played for
old.
Baltimore last year too for a bit.
Played for Baltimore, the Saints, everywhere. He played everywhere, dude. Where did
And
he
always-
start?
He always Oakland.
Oakland, that's right.
He always looks good, man. He always looks
Vikings
good.
too, yeah.
he only played for
Yeah.
the Saints for a few years, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least 2.
Played for
For
everyone
Oakland,
for a
like
few
3.
years, dude.
He's a mercenary, man.
I don't love him, but I mean, he's definitely flexible down the stretch. I feel like 100%.
I wish he was in my lineup this week.
Yeah,
Just so
I'm
you don't
saying.
want your
21
lineup.
points.
It's hard to trust
This
him
guy.
though.
Yeah, there's no way I could have started him.
It's hard to trust Miles Sanders, but I mean, I still think I would.
Would
Honestly,
you rather have Murray or Sanders rest of the season?
Sanders.
Sanders.
So, 0.9 leaves a sour taste in my mouth, dude.
I
might
know how it
actually lean
feels.
Latavius Murray.
Cost me a playoff game today.
Yeah, but
That's
2
rough.
weeks before he scored 30 and then it's 5. It's like, I don't know. It's back and forth. I just like the Eagles offense better than the Broncos.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I
They
do
just-
like him
think
the
there's
rest
more
of the year.
room.
though.
Jalen Hurts runs the ball so many times, and AJ Brown and Devontae Smith are freaking animals, dude.
When it's
Like,
a
no one
Miles
else is even
Sanders
part of the
game, it's like a
offense.
Miles Sanders game though. Like you can tell when they're trying to get him the ball. 17 carries,
Yeah.
21 carries. Like
He gets 5 touchdowns and
1
3
catch
weeks.
for negative 13 yards, dude. Wow.
How's that even a thing?
Negative 0.3.
I hate him, dude.
And he lost a fumble.
Robinson already has 680.
Rough road. Rough road. Got a couple more here. Travis Etienne had a good NFL game, a decent fantasy game with 12 fantasy points. It's just good to see it, you know?
Yeah,
Gives
over
me a
100
little bit of
yards.
hope for him going forward. Over 5 yards a carry. That's really where it's at, though. He did lose a fumble too, which sucks, but hope. There is hope for Travis Etienne, you know what I'm saying?
He said
He will be
134
rewarded.
yards in the past 4 games, and he busted 100. So it definitely makes me feel a lot better about him.
You will also be rewarded if you do make it to the championship game because Houston's defense
Right.
can be juicy.
I just felt like we talked about these two running backs so much leading up to it. We should definitely recap them. So Swift's the other one. He got
9 targets.
17 attempts. He only scored 12 fantasy points though. He rushed for 6 yards a carry though, not bad. They're just not gonna do it, you know. They're not gonna give him a whole lot of work. I feel like this year it's kind of unfortunate. He's still a startable fantasy asset somehow, even with this small amount of
Against
volume. but-
Carolina too. Yeah, and Chicago.
Yeah, I'd start him still.
I'm starting him in Andy's again next week if I end up beating
Look
Josh.
what Najee just did to Carolina, dude.
Yeah, no. And
He already
Jalen
beat me
Warren
in
looked
Andy's.
okay,
I don't think
too.
I have anyone left. So
I was gonna say I haven't looked at the score in a minute though.
I think he already beat me. Miles
so-
Sanders is a bum.
I'm so locked into this Dingleberry game.
If I get unlucky in bot heads, I could lose every game I'm in this week. So
You'd have to get really unlucky.
not that unlucky.
I don't want to jinx it or anything, for real. I'd rather you, obviously I want to win, but like, it'd be cool if you're still in one. I wouldn't want to, you get what I'm saying, I think.
I think that's how both of you guys got into it.
Sucks that we had to play each other in the first round in both.
If
the
somebody
fucking
told me I
majors.
could split Dingleberry and bot heads with you before this week, I would have fucking signed it away
Yeah,
100%.
I'd have slammed
I'd
it
do
too.
that
In
with any of
either
you
one
boys.
too.
Yeah,
Would've
I'd
done it
rather
with
win
any of you
bot
guys.
heads, but like, still give me Dingleberry,
I mean, you could win 2 out of 3 of our first
It
dynasty.
put
league, that'd
y'all
be
in a
pretty cool.
weird spot. Like you
Obviously.
both obviously want to win your games, but like you don't want to
I want to
eliminate
play
the
my
other one.
brother
Both
in
of
the
them.
two
It's like
fucking
fuck,
leagues
dude.
that we're both in. He was the highest scoring team in the third major and didn't make the playoffs, and I have a rebuild in that league. So it's like the only
Yeah.
2 majors we're in the playoffs, and we have to
Oh,
play
dude,
each
I
other in
played you
both.
in Prestige too.
Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
but who gives a
yeah.
shit about that? I don't even think I set
Yeah.
my lineup for real.
Just think about how like small of a chance that is though. All 3 of the majors I played you. Crazy.
Sucks, but oh well. Next year, I'm excited about my dynasty teams. Legitimately, I'm so excited to talk about dynasty this off season. Like for real.
My
You
prestige
got
team's getting a little bit old, but I
lot
think
of
I'll
Trey
be alright.
Lance to cover.
Yeah, Trey Lance is gonna be a hot topic, and I'm the #1 Trey Lance fan. So
I might be right up there with you because this is some proper fucking Ganda going on.
I know
People
everybody
think
just thinks
about
he
him.
sucks. Buy him low. That's what I would tell everyone to do.
What if
Oh,
someone
Buy him low.
were to offer you Trey Lance in the offseason for Justin Fields?
No, I'd keep
Wanna keep
Justin
Fields.
Fields. He's one of the few though in dynasty.
How much
honestly,
more would you need?
They're
in
like
the
the same
spot?
thing, no, like, but you've seen Justin Fields
One's
do it.
healthy and yeah. But like
One's
if you were
proven.
to move off of him, you need like
I'd want quite a bit probably to move
Yeah,
off Justin
probably-
Fields right
probably
now after
another
this
first.
season. Probably just because how
first. I
good
wouldn't want to
Fields
do
is,
it if I
man.
had a second. Like if it was Trey Lance in a second, I still wouldn't like if I didn't want to do it without the second wouldn't be enough to make me unless it was like maybe pick 13, 14 in the draft
I agree.
like this season.
I
But
mean,
you can get him for kind of cheap. from
where's Justin Fields in dynasty rankings quarterbacks right now?
people. Like top 5 people for like the consensus. Fucking
I would say
I
top
would-
6, 7.
I might put
cut.
him in my
Probably
top,
5 though.
well, who's ahead of him?
Hurts,
Hurts, Mahomes,
Allen, and
Allen.
Mahomes.
Lamar.
Obviously, those are the 3. Ooh, Lamar's
I-
close
I-
for me
I
right
want
now,
Fields
man.
over the Lamar right now.
I
You
think I
don't
would take
know. It's
Fields
up
over
in
Lamar.
it's up in the air with Lamar and his contract and yada yada. And
He
I really
misses at
think the
least 3
Ravens are
games
really
every year.
trying to like improve, dude. Like
The
they're
thing
just
about
looking at
Justin
the
Fields that
players.
makes me nervous, dude, is he runs the ball so much that I just feel like it's an unsustainable pace. You know what I mean?
True.
He does run nice, or he like keeps
He
like
looks really good, but like
he
all it
runs
takes
smart,
is one
though.
350-pound dude to smoke you, and your whole career's different.
yeah, his
That
awareness,
corner.
like his vision surprises me. He always knows like when people are around him. Like it feels like. I mean,
Oh.
obviously it only takes one hit, but I, feel
I
like
agree.
he'll come safe.
I'd put him in that tier right up there with Hurts and Lamar, like the way he plays. Like he could be breakout next year. I think
I'd
he's
take
gonna have a
Hurts over
breakout season
Lamar
next
and
year.
Fields though.
too.
Me too.
Hurts has shown that he can really throw the ball this year. I know he didn't have the greatest. He did throw 2 picks today, but besides that, man, he's got Great accuracy. Him and AJ Brown's they have like a telepathic fucking connection. It's crazy, dude. Shit
Much
they
a
do.
Lamar fan as I am, I'd have to agree with the Hurts take. I might take Hurts over.
I
He's
love
a better
Jalen Hurts.
passer all day.
If I have Lamar and someone offers me Justin Fields, I don't think I'd do it. And if I have Justin Fields and someone offers me Lamar, I don't think I'd do it either. I think you just got to be happy. Like I don't think you could just trade them away. I think I would kind of prefer Justin Fields. I feel better about having him on my dynasty team, but
I feel like people don't love Justin Fields as much as we do, so you can maybe get Justin Fields plus for Lamar. Maybe not
Yeah.
plus like a ton,
if
but
you
like,
can, then
if
that's
you get
like,
Justin Fields and like a DPJ dude or something like that, oh dude, all day.
Just like a lesser receiver that you think could be better than
Mhm.
consensus. Yeah, I feel that. I
Even
like
like
DPJ
Jerry
a lot
Judy.
too.
Even like
People are
maybe
so
like a
low on
David
Jerry
Bell,
Judy.
dude.
He
Maybe.
did have that big game recently, but
Yeah,
everyone
but he
looks like a
struggled today,
stud.
didn't he?
Yeah, everyone looks like a stud against the Chiefs. Their defense is so meh.
I mean, I still love Jerry Judy. I'm not
Yeah.
going to judge him by his game with fucking Rippin or whatever,
he's
you know?
just one of those guys that people are low on for whatever.
And Russ was such a piece of shit this year. It's hard to blame the receivers, dude. Like, it's the coaching and the quarterback. That was the problem this year for the
Yeah, Nathaniel
Broncos.
Hackett blows, man.
They need to
He's a
get a new
hack.
head coach and they need to figure out this fucking offense, like, legitimately. And that's what they got to do.
Because Russ can't be
Because
that bad, right? Like,
they owe Russ a lot of fucking money. Like, they
Yeah,
can't
they're
just get
stuck
away
with
from him, right?
Yeah, they're stuck, dude. They're trapped. They're fucked.
Thank God we got Deshaun Watson and not Russ.
Yeah, 100%.
Deshaun Watson's starting to look a lot better. I'm excited to see what he looks like next week, honestly.
I'm a believer in Watson for sure.
I'm happy with Deshaun Watson, Justin Fields, and Trey Lance as my quarterbacks in the rebuild. For
I
sure.
did go
Yeah,
back
that's
and watch
nasty.
those highlights. He was throwing some nice passes. Deshaun was.
Not at the ground. It was great.
I fucking hate Huntley, but man, Watson looked dialed in there for a minute.
The Browns didn't play great, but Myles Garrett was good. Deshaun Watson was good, and we did enough to win. So
We're gonna
We'll
win
take
out.
it.
Keep on winning.
maybe winning record, right?
Yeah, we'd be 9-8.
9-8. That'd be cool.
You need a couple other people to like lose out, I think, though. Unfortunately.
I would take 9-8, even not making the playoffs, though. You know,
Yeah.
Deshaun keeps
That'd
taking
be
steps
cool.
forward, man.
and if Watson looks good and starts throwing like 2 or 3 touchdowns a week, dude, then I'd be like, fuck yeah.
Finishing positive always feels good too, even if you do miss the playoffs.
His release was looking way better. He was hitting receivers in stride. We were actually running plays instead of just like
Yeah,
I feel like
Cooper
Nick
was
Chubb
catching the
took a
ball and
high
running
hit,
with it.
dude. Nick Chubb
He's
hasn't been
struggling a little
producing like
bit.
he was. Yeah.
He looked good though, to be
You
honest.
getting off
This
of him
week,
in the off season?
I only have him in a couple leagues. I think 1 or 2.
As a Browns fan though, like if you had him, say you had him in Dingleberry, you get off of him.
doesn't know if I win or not.
Well, you have your exact same roster except you have Nick Chubb, except minus a running back. Like,
I would
Did I
get
win,
off
though?
him than but yeah. In
If
my
I won, I
Dingleberries
might.
team,
doesn't
yeah.
feel good, but like yeah.
If
Like,
I
maybe
won the
27.
league, I might like reset it if I had like Nick Chubb on my team.
Keith, the one that has him right now in Dingleberry?
Swan.
Swan.
But this might
Yeah,
be the
Swan
last time
wins,
you
he
can really get
might.
a piece for him.
Yeah,
Like a nice package.
I'm gonna roll
That's
out
what
with my
she said.
team.
nice package. Yeah, I really like my team too. Just young and good, you know.
It'd be cool if I could get like one more like decent running back or young receiver or something. Like
I got you, bro. You
Oh, I
want
feel.
DK Metcalf?
yeah, but I'm not gonna be able to afford him. I don't have the capital.
Or
What
Deebo
do you
Samuel?
want for him?
I think I'm rolling out with my team next year too, honestly.
I might make a couple small moves,
Same.
but nothing huge.
I have to make some moves.
I kind of want to trade J.K. Dobbins and Jerry Judy off of one of my dynasty rosters because I don't like having them on both my teams. But we'll see what happens. I might just
Like-
roll out with both of them anyways because I do like them both a lot. So fuck
Even
it.
though it was a faster offseason,
Especially how Dobbins is looking lately, dude.
Oh,
love
dude, I
what
have
I'm
Brees
seeing out
Hall,
of Dobbins.
dude. I
Yeah,
forgot
yeah.
about Brees Hall, dude. No, I'm
And I got
chilling.
J.K. Dobbins.
And next year when Tony Pollard's the lead running back,
I might be
for
sending you an
Dallas,
offer or
dude.
something like that though in the offseason. I definitely want to get Dobbins in that or Prestige.
Oh, I thought you were talking
one
about
of the two.
ATN. I was like, good.
Oh, yeah, I got
Brees Hall. I was like,
Javonte-
good luck, dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
I have,
Javonte Williams in that
ETN.
league. I forgot. And Kyle Pitts, dude. They're just sitting on there.
When you were when you were sending those offers to Boozer and Cole for Brees Hall, and they were just like slam rejecting them, I was so happy. I stood by my word. I was like, dude, I would do that right now, and I'm contending. I'm so happy I did it, dude.
Here, look, yeah, I like Jerry Judy and J.K. Dobbins so much.
I know. I know. I like him too.
Now I'm gonna lose to you anyways, and you have Brees Hall, so didn't really work out for me.
Hopefully, I can get lucky a couple more
But-
times. And
J.K. Dobbins is good going into next year, and Judy, and I have a lot of capital and a lot of good players. So, and I'm rolling out with JT and Swift next year again because I really do believe in their talent long term, dude. For real.
And JK, dude, that's a really
Yeah,
good.
and
Yeah, JK.
Prestige. I'm rolling out with
And Rashad
JT,
White.
Swift, and
Rashad
ETN
White
for
too.
sure.
I like my
Reload it.
running
Fuck
backs.
it. If I
I
get
like the
knocked
running
out
backs
tonight,
too.
fuck it.
Josh
I was looking at
Jacobs,
him.
Tony
Prestige.
Pollard, Isaiah Pacheco, Brees Hall, dude. I'm
And I
chilling.
think Jacobs has a couple of years left, so you could probably use him another year and then trade him even.
Yeah, I
If
might
you want
flip
to
him
be
this year.
safe, you could flip him this year, but I think you could get another year and then flip him, honestly.
Depends on what I'll get for him, but yeah.
It depends
He's 20
also
carries
if he gets
game.
like franchise tagged or something, you know what I mean? He has to play a 1 year on like his last year or whatever. Might want to keep him. But if he signs like a 5-year deal, he might just get lazy and not be as good. Or they might not use him as much because they have so much money invested in him, you know?
He's only 24, dude.
That's what I mean.
I could see him signing a 3-year deal.
I'm gonna see what I can move. Mixon
He's a free
for.
agent. They
You
left
don't-
his
they didn't
fifth
even
year
pick
on
up his
the
5th year, yeah.
table. Yeah.
Wanting
I mean, you
Prestige,
can't
Randy?
argue with what he's doing, man. It's hard. PPR
100%.
running back 3, standard running back 1. Just
Yeah.
done.
He didn't
What if
have
I
a great
sent-
game today though. He might drop a
12
couple
points.
spots, but still.
He didn't fall in
really
the end
good.
zone like he has been. He's still at 93 yards and
He won't
17
fall
receiving
below
yards.
like 4 or 5 on PPR though for sure. So yeah, he'll be top
Who?
5 for
Josh
sure.
Jacobs? Yeah, that shit
Yeah.
is a gold mine.
Heineke fumbled the ball.
It's my
That
wife's favorite player.
Trudeau.
Good, because you get him at a good
guy
spot
got it.
too, for especially for what he did.
I wonder if I sent Josh Allen to Trey straight up for Jalen Hurts if he'd do it.
No.
You don't
He
think
loves
so?
Jalen
I'm gonna
Hurts.
go. I'm gonna
Yeah.
guess no, Josh.
I kick myself every day for trading Jalen Hurts instead of Justin Herbert, but at the time it just felt like I should keep Justin Herbert, you know?
Trey
I
went
had
in on
like every
Nickelberry and that.
fucking receiver for the Chargers and Justin Herbert was my guy, and I was like, I'm sticking with Justin Herbert.
Jacoby Myers had 2 catches, or
Hmm.
he had a negative 20-yard run.
Did he?
I
So
didn't
it's
see that.
negative 20 yards, 2 catches for 47 yards. And a 2-point conversion.
Yikes.
How do you get negative 20 yards, man?
You
I'm gonna
just
have to
keep
look it
running
up.
backwards.
Did he like take a sweep, like a fucking end around, and he just ran the other way? He's
Did
like,
he
"Fuck it,
fumble and like kick it backwards and have to go chase it down and get it? Like,
The old fumble roost.
did he have a fumble?
Yeah.
Well, that's probably what happened. I don't know. I didn't see it. How's the game going so far?
7-3.
Who
So
scored?
Hein-
Did Terry score?
Defense.
no,
I
the
think.
Giants got the touchdown because Heineke fumbled the ball, and that guy whose name I can't pronounce, to Bodix. He was their number 1 pick in the draft this year. That guy with the ego or whatever. He fumbled, recovered it for a touchdown.
There's been a
And
defensive touchdown and a field goal.
yeah, Washington
and-
got a field goal.
Daniel Jones has 1 point. It's already the second quarter with 12 or 13 minutes left. Daniel Jones has 1 point. Heineke has a negative point. Barkley has 2 points. Hodgins has 1. Samuel has 2. And McLaurin has 1.
Dude,
Nice.
I
Well, we'll
might do some
recap that shit
crazy
on,
dude.
Brian
Wednesday for us
Robinson,
and Thursday
680.
for the channel.
It's just a slow
We'll
ass
talk
start to
about
that
it.
game, man. Only like 10 fantasy points scored in the whole last quarter.
I need
Is
20
there
from both
Saturday
running
games this
backs.
week? You guys know?
Yeah, the Chiefs
Probably.
win Saturday.
So
Play
we'll
the
have
Seahawks.
Wednesday we'll do Monday night Sunday and Monday night review, and then we'll do Saturday night preview too, and Thursday preview too. So we'll have a lot to talk about on Wednesday.
Yeah,
It'd be
Thursday,
nice.
too.
Dude, I might actually send Josh Allen in a second for Jalen Hurts just so we can have Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown on the same team in Dingleberry.
Good luck.
Robinson
Crazy
needs
lineman
to
You've
get
got
like
some time to
12
think about it. So
14
14
plenty
more
time.
points.
what
You guys ready to
happened?
wrap this up?
I need Robinson to get like 14 more points. He's got 680.
Well, good luck, Mike, and I'll see you tomorrow, Josh.
Yes, sir.
Y'all
You
have
We'll
a
be
doing it?
good
back
one.
on Thursday morning.